Hello friends, welcome to the channel. So today we are going to do a very important topic, that is simple interest and compound interest. We are going to take a look at the typical most difficult kind of questions which do come frequently in CAT. So let's solve and clear our concepts also. Question number 1. The difference between the compound interest and simple interest, okay, is same rate of interest on the same principal after 2 years is okay. So find the rate of interest. So let us say the amount is P. Okay. Okay. So difference, if 2 years is there, if the time period is 2 years, then the difference between compound interest and simple interest is 6.48. If the time period is 3 years, then the difference is 20.2176. So first let us say for 2 years. Okay. So compound interest will be given as P, and what is the rate of interest? Rate of interest, let us assume rate of interest is X%. Okay. For the sake of convenience, we will not be taking X by 100. We will directly take X and then we are going to solve. Okay. So compound interest is P 1 plus X key to the power N and minus 1. Okay, this will be compound interest. Why I have taken this? Because P dash, when something is compounded, then P dash is given as P 1 plus R by N to the power NT, where N is number of times it is compounded. So here it is 1, N is equal to 1, because annually it is compounded 1 times annually. Here T is equal to 2, T is equal to 2, and R is X, okay, and P is P. And when we have to find out interest, compound interest, then compound interest will be given as P dash minus P. So it will be given as P common 1 plus R by N to the power NT minus 1. That's why we have arrived to this formula. Okay, so that's how you find out compound interest. So let us see how to proceed in this question. Okay, so compound interest is this, and simple interest is given as P into R into T. So it will be given as P into X into T. Okay, so difference is P 1 plus X square. So A square plus B square plus 2AB minus 1, and minus P taken common. So minus 2X is equal to 6.48. Okay. It is given that difference between compound interest and simple interest is 6.48 if the time period is 2 years. So 1 gets cancelled, 2x gets cancelled. So P into X square is equal to 6.48. We can take it as equation number 1. So let us take for 3 years. For 3 years, compound interest will be given as P 1 plus X to the power 3 minus 1, and it will be given as P A cube plus B cube plus 3A square into B plus 3A into B square. Okay, and minus 1. So this will be given as 1 plus X cube plus 3X plus 3X square minus 1. So 1 gets cancelled, and okay, we will keep it like this, and simple interest will be given as P into R into T. So P into X into 3. So the difference here is compound interest minus simple interest will be given as P X cube plus 3X plus 3X square minus 3X is equal to 20 point, what is given, 20.2176. 3x gets cancelled. So P into X square, so X plus 3 is equal to 20.2176, and from equation number 1, P into X square is equal to 6.48 is equal to 6.48. So divided by this, so x plus 3 will be given as 20.2176 divided by 6.48. We can take the help of calculator because in CAT exam nowadays calculator is given, so you need not worry. So let us find out 20.2176 minus 6.48, oh sorry, 20.2176 divided by 6.48 and minus 3. So that implies here x is coming as 0.12. Okay, so to take percentage, x percent will be 0.12 into 100, so it will be 12%. So answer is 12%. Let us see. Yeah, 12% is the right answer. So I hope you are able to follow. Again, I will revise what formula I have used in this particular question. Simple interest is given as P into R into T. P is the principal amount, R is the rate of interest, and T is the time. If you want to take it into exact percentage, so P into RT by 100. Okay. And if something is compounded, then P dash, that P sum after n years will become P dash is equal to P 1 plus R by n to the power nt. N generally is taken 1 because compounding is done yearly. If it is given semi annually, then n will be 2. If it is given quarterly, then n will be 4. And if we want to find out the interest, compound interest will be given as P dash minus P, so it comes out to be P 1 plus R by n to power nt minus 1. Always remember this two formulas. All the interest and compound interest and simple interest questions can be solved easily. Question number 3. Pay a lot of attention to this particular question because this kind of question almost every 2 years you will get one question of exactly same time, same type, just the values will be different. Okay, let's see how to solve this. Raju bought a laptop for 50,000 and paid 8,000 as down payment. Okay, 50,000 is the cost price. Now 8,000 he paid down payment. So how much is left? 42,000. The remaining amount was to be paid in 3 equal installment at the rate of 20% per annum compounded annually. Find the value of the annual installment. So after first year, you know what will happen? After first year, this amount will become 42. We will calculate in 42k. Okay, 1000 we will remove and at last we will multiply the answer by 1000. So after first year, this amount will become 42 into 1.2. Okay, you know how we got it? Because P dash is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. Because compounded annually, so N is going to be 1. So here P dash will be 42 into 1 plus 20 by 100 to the power 1. So 42 into 1.2. Okay. After first year, he will, let us say he pays an installment of X rupees. So minus X. So for second year, this much amount, this whole amount is left to be compounded. So after 2 years, what will happen? This amount will become into 1.2. Then he will pay another X rupees. Then after third year, this amount will become into 1.2. Then he will pay another X rupees. And now he has paid 3 equal installment. So he has paid all the 42,000 he has borrowed. So this amount total will be 0. This is how you write this equation. Let it be 3 equal installment, 4 equal installment, 5 equal installment. This is only the correct way to represent this data. and you can easily solve. Okay, so now let us solve. So 42 into 1.2 into 1.2, multiplying this, minus 1.2x minus x into 1.2 minus x is equal to 0. Now 42 into 1.2 square minus 2.2x into 1.2 minus x is equal to 0. Now 42 into 1.2 cube minus 2.2 into 1.2 into x minus x is equal to 0. 42 into 1.2 cube is equal to x common 1 plus 2.2 into 1.2. X is equal to 42 into 1.2 cube divided by 1 plus 2.2 into 1.2. Now let us solve this. You can use the calculator. First let us solve the denominator. So 2.2 into 1.2 plus 1. This is 3.64. So 42 into 1.2 cube divided by 3.64. It can be written as 42 into 1.2 into 1.2 into 1.2 divided by 3.64. This is coming to be around 19.93846. Now we have taken not 42,000, only 42. So answer has to be multiplied by 1000. So into 1000, this will be 19938, equivalent to 19938. The answer nearby to it will be the right answer. Option number C is the right answer. 19940. Okay, let's move ahead to the next question. Okay, so two friends are there, A and B. They plan to save some money for 10 months. Okay, at the rate of 10% per month in the bank compounded annually. A plans to save rupees 1000 every month for the first 5 months and then withdraw money after 10 months. Similarly, B plans to save 1400 per month for the last 5 months. Okay, who would be having more amount after 10 months? So let us calculate for first A. Here we will keep B. Okay, so what A does is, at the in first month he puts 1000 rupees. So those 1000 rupees will be compounded for 10 months. They will be compounded for 10 months. Second month he puts another 1000 rupees. Those will be compounded for 9 months. Similarly, third, fourth, and fifth. After that, he stops the money and all of these are kept for the next 10 months. So here what you can do is, when these kind of questions are given, when the compounding is done every month and certain amount of months are given, so instead of month you can consider them as years. So formula is P dash is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. So here T can be taken as not in years, in months. Okay, and here n into n into T into n into 100. So n can be taken as 1. Okay, in these kind of questions, always remember that. So what we will do is, so 1000 rupees into 1.1 to the power 10. This is for the first 1000 rupees he has submitted. Why? Because P dash is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. So 1.1 to the power 10. Okay. Now his second 1000 rupees, what will happen to them is plus 1000 1.1 to the power 9 plus 1000 1.1 to the power 8 plus 1000 1.1 to the power 7 plus 1000 1.1 to the power 6. These are the 5000 rupees he has uh, saved for the first 5 months and they are compounded annually. This first 1000 gets compounding of 10 months. This second 1000 gets compounding of 9 months. Now what will happen to B? B for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 months are there. no submission, no submission, no saving, no saving, no saving. He saves for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, and 10 months. So 1400 into 1.1 to the power, the 1400 he has saved in his 6 month will get compounding of how many months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 months. 5 plus 1.1 to the power 4 submitted in 7 month plus 1.1 to the power 3 saved in 8 month plus 1.1 to the power 2 9 month and 10 month plus 1.1. Okay, now you can solve this. If you are going to solve this value, this will get value of a, this will get value of v. You can use the calculator, you will find out that a is greater than b. Also remember one thing, there is a concept called compounding. You know, people use this concept in stock market also. So let us say you buy a stock of, let us say, 10,000 rupees, and you keep it in the stock market for like 20 years. You give it a compounding of 20 years. If the company is going good, if the company is growing continuously. Let us say you buy few stocks of 1 lakh rupees. You give them compounding of like 1 or 2 years only. Then still what will happen is your those 10,000 rupees, they will be, their value at the end of 20 years are going to be a lot more greater than those 1 lakh rupees who got a compounding of only 2 years. So in these kind of questions, 99% chances are there, whether the amount is less or whether the amount is more, the amount which is getting more time of compounding will be the right answer. So sometimes if time is not there and you have given a very good attempt at all the questions and you are pretty confident that you are going to get a good percentile, and these kind of 1 or 2 questions are left, you can take a educated guess what the person who has set the question paper is trying to test you, whether you have the knowledge of this compounding effect or not. That is the application part of the compound interest. Okay, so you can take an educated guess and the option which gets more time of compounding will be the right answer. You can verify it for yourself from the stocks or from these kind of questions which I have previously communicated. This is my experience. Okay, let's move ahead to the next question. Ajay provides two options for investment: 15,000 at 10% annum compounded annually for 3 years and 12,000 at 10% per annum compounded semi-annually for 3 years. Okay, what is the difference between the amount received? So P dash is given as P 1 plus R by N or into 100 to the power NT. P is the principal amount, R is the rate of interest, N is the number of times compounding is done. If it is compounded annually, then N is equal to 1. If it is compounded semi-annually, then N is equal to 2. T is the time or the number of years. So his first case, 15,000, it will become 15,000 into 1 plus 10 by 100. N is equal to 1 here because it is compounded annually to the power 3. And we have to find the difference. So minus 12,000, 1 plus 10 by 2 into 100. Why we have taken N is equal to 2? Because it is compounded semi-annually for 3 years. So 2 into 3, it is going to be 6. So it is 15,000, 1.1 to the power cube minus 12,000 into 2 into 5. So 1.05 to the power 6. Okay, you can use the calculator for it. So 1.1 into 1.1 into 1.1 into 15 So it is going to be 19965 minus 1.05 into 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times into 12,000. It is going to be 16081.1477. Now we have to do the subtraction. 19965. This is going to be around 3883.85. Let's see. Yeah, option number D is the right answer, 3884. Okay. So I hope the concept is clear to you. You just have to remember the two simple concepts. Simple interest is equal to P into R into T, and the amount, when simple interest is there, then the amount P dash will become P plus simple interest, or P plus P into R into T. Now, if compounding is done, then P dash is equal to P 1 plus R by N to the power NT. N is equal to 1 if it is compounded annually, N is equal to 2 if it is semi-annually, N is equal to 4 if it is quarterly. T is the time, R is the rate of interest, and compound interest will be given as P dash minus P. Okay, these two concepts, if you remember, you will be able to solve like 100% of the questions based on simple interest and compound interest. So I hope you found the video useful. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. We can come out with solution for you. Let's meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.